talking about our biggest questions with the Chicago Bears heading into the Week 1 game against the Green Bay Packers. Bobby, C-Dub, and Haize all in the building. We're going to talk about it right after this.
Now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. I'm Haize, that's C-Dub, Bobby in the building today, making up for our Sunday live streams we usually do. We missed a day. It is what it is. We human. But with that said, fellas, man, hey, how y'all feeling? Before we get into like the actual topic, like how y'all feeling about the Bears right now, man? Like it's some injury concerns. Jaquan Brisker may or may not be available week 1. We know. Tevin Jenkins is going to miss at least the first 4 games. How you guys feeling overall?
I'm still my enthusiasm has not wavered. I still feel the same that I felt a couple months ago.
Okay.
I'm ready for this game, man. Let's get it. No excuses.
I'm still ready to rock and roll, still ready to get this season started. I'm gonna take preseason with a grain of salt because I'm gonna look at what my eyes are telling me and I own paper. They just got to put it on wax. So we're going to stand firm with the 10-win prediction, and we're going to see what's happening. We're going to see what's happening, man.
Silly, man. I feel you on that one, though. But let's get into it, man. So what right now, the topic is the biggest questions that we still have for the Chicago Bears heading into week 1 against those Green Bay fuckheads. But what are some of the biggest questions you guys have still for the team that you're looking to be answered in week 1?
When I look at this Bears team and look at the biggest question, I don't think it is anything like any. When I look at that, do you mean like a problem, like something you worried about? I'm not worried about one particular big thing. It's all little bitty things that all balls up and could destroy this team. One little thing is the offensive line. Tevin Jenkins will be missing a small amount of time, couple weeks at the very least. I'm sorry. We can Justin Fields, can he really be that passer that we really think he can be? Can this young defensive backfield get it together really, really quickly? We not really, when we give our enthusiasm, we say that they're going to be great, but they're really young. Will they be great right away? Will that defensive line get pressure on the quarterback? Can we stop the run? And it's more little questions, but these are all small battles that I think the Bears should be able to win. So that's how I'm coming with mine.
I like those. We kind of gonna echo the same thing. But I know heading into week 1, obviously health is something you think about, but it's only from now, well, at least on paper, it's only one of the main guys missing from the offensive line. But I'm still gonna be looking at how the offensive line holds up for sure to make sure that for one, our run game is just picking up right where we left off, and then I want to see, is the pass game gonna be able to hold up well enough against the ones of the Green Bay Packers to make sure that Justin Field has that time. Yes, we love when he runs, but we want to see that growth in him delivering the ball quick and being able to make good decisions before he has to come to that decision to run. And I know this probably is going to be pushing, maybe longer weeks down of the season, but the offensive predictability. I want to see if Luke Getsy can keep this thing creative, keep the defense on their toes, making sure that we not becoming predictable with our approach. And I think that starts with the head with Luke Getsy, and then funnels down to the players to make sure they execute each and every play. And then obviously is the pass rush. I want to make sure to see if the pass rush is good, and then to add on to that caveat, the run defense. I think for me, if I'm going ranking all that, the run defense will be the biggest question for me, for sure.
Fair. I like that, especially with the run defense. That's been one of the biggest question marks. It continues to be. I do think we haven't seen the full starting defensive line out there and linebacking core together. So let's hope that when we get that in that first week, that it answers that question. But the run defense is definitely a scary one. But I'm gonna pick up on something that you said. Overall, the biggest question mark for me that I'm looking for in this game, like you said, it's not necessarily like a negative or hole I feel like is on this team. We'll get into some of those, but it's how good do the offensive and defensive coordinators look in this first game? Like Luke Getsy, We know you're not going to show your full offensive playbook in preseason, but we were saying that last season, and guess what? You drove. It was pretty much the same damn playbook outside of some opening drives. So like,
Right.
does that offensive playbook open up? And then on the defensive side, like, what does Allen Williams now do with all the new weapons that he has on the defense? Like, that y'all both got weapons now. So how do you utilize them? That's the biggest thing that I'm going to be looking forward for in this first game, even with the injuries. How do the coordinators, how have they evolved their game? Have they evolved the game plan? All that type of stuff coming into it, because if we don't have those answers, it's not looking good.
And
Facts.
that's a great point. And I would like to add that when you mention Allen Williams, I think you got to add Matt Eberflus on there as well, because this is his philosophy running at Tampa 2 and his style. If the defense fails, you got to definitely say Matt Eberflus failed as well, even though Allen Williams is calling the plays for sure.
For sure, because bro, that's what you were hired for. You were so great in Indianapolis as a defensive coordinator. Somebody said, "Damn, he could bring on, and what he's preaching over there could be something we could use to build out our program over here in Chicago." So I agree with that 100%.
Yeah. Hey, do we have a most questioned player on the defense and offense? Can I just give you the offense? The most questionable player on the offense is Chase Claypool. And I think it's by a mile it is. Because if Chase Claypool is right, oh man, this team is going to flourish, dude. If he is not, I don't know how good we could. I think we'd still be good. But what put us over the edge is a weapon like this 6'4, 240 pounds, can run like a stallion, snag the ball out the air. We need that type of talent on this team. We already got DJ Moore. Let's go overkill with Chase Claypool.
I mean, I don't know if that'll be overkill because you need multiple wide receivers in this modern NFL. So, like,
Yeah,
I mean,
Darnell Mooney. Y'all say
I mean,
Darnell Mooney
but
out there.
but see, that's the question for me is that, like, Darnell Mooney, while I am confident because last time he had a number one wide receiver next to him, he put up numbers, right? But like, are you going to prove it now? Can you stay healthy? That's another big question for like. Can you stay healthy? We need you to be healthy. We don't just want you to be healthy. We need you to be him and Chase Claypool. And the fact that like they both got their questions around their health and shit like that. Like the last thing I would want is for us to bring in DJ Moore, who the gravity around him alone is going to change our offensive game. But like
Facts.
if those other two can't stay healthy, it's gonna because behind them we got some depth, but not a lot of huge depth that you're looking at and saying they're gonna step in and duplicate what they can do one for one. So
I'm with you on that. I like both of y'all picks. I'm gonna just go right back to it. I'm gonna go to the center position though. Is that Lucas Patrick? Is that the new guy Feeney with the mullet? Is that going to be back to Cody Whitehair? And I think because for me, as you know, somebody who played and now on the outside looking in, I think center is a central piece to your offensive line. He's supposed to be the great communicator amongst men on this line to make sure that everybody is doing their job, understanding where the pressure is coming from, when we have to shift to a certain side and do things like that. So when it comes to an individual player, I don't even know who the starting center is right now. We thinking this might be Lucas Patrick, but you know, things can change from now, Monday, until Wednesday when we see what's really gonna happen and who's all gonna be in. So that will be the biggest question mark for me. But I do like what y'all brought up too with the two guys.
Hey man, when it comes to who I want at the center position, call me crazy, but I want Dan Feeney at the start of this. That's for some reason I just want him on the field. He just looked like he belongs.
I
on
will
the
say
field.
he hasn't given up any sacks as a center. Now as a guard, he's given up quite a bit, but as a center, he hasn't given up any sacks. So
I like what he brings as a center.
But on defense, it got to be Tyreek Stevenson. I think he's gonna be picked on early, and it's gonna be how quick he adjusts to it. And I think he'll adjust quick. And how quickly he matured, because this dude gambling on every play, bro, trying to get interceptions, bro. So that's my biggest question on the defensive side. And I know it's many more over there too.
Yeah, for me, I look at the interior D line. I know what my guys on the edge is gonna do. I know that you got the young guys, you know what I'm saying, who I believe are gonna form into, you know, those cornerstone pieces for the foreseeable future. But as of this season right now, the interior D line, when it comes to run defense and the pass rush, because we know how crucial that 3 tech and that 1 tech is to the system, can Justin Jones and Andrew Billings be those guys? and how quick will the coaching staff pivot to putting the best players in that position to start and dry the ship.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, those young listen, it's gonna be something that you look at all year, right? Because Billings and Justin Jones, like I have confidence in that they're gonna do what we can expect them to do, but those young guys behind them in Pickens and Javon Dexter,
Right.
I'm telling you, man, and that's not even to say that Billings and Justin Jones are going to disappoint. I think that they can bring exactly what we want. But if one of those guys over the course of the season starts bringing a little bit more, one of them may be starting by the end of the year, bro.
Hey man, I like Justin Jones. He made some plays last season, and he's also a great leader in the locker room for those young kids. And Billings just a massive man that's gonna be hard to move off his pivot, but they're placeholders. For how long they're gonna be placeholders, who knows? But those two young kids, Zach Pickens and Javonte, bro, they coming, bro. It's only time will tell, bro. It's only time.
For sure.
Yeah,
definitely on that.
That's wild. But also I'm looking at too, and not to say that like I question them individually because I think what they bring individually, but that linebacking core, I want to see how impact because haven't gotten to see them all together, right? So I want to see what that linebacking core really does bring and how do they help with that run defense? How do they help in the coverage? Like because that's a key piece to any defense, and like we have three guys in that linebacking core that are all dogs, but I need to see how it's going to come together for sure.
Absolutely.
I could see that too, but I don't really, me personally, I don't really got a lot of questions just because these guys are, at least the two leading guys in Edmonds and Edwards, they are coming from teams to where they had a winning culture. You got some that, you got TJ Edwards, who was just in the Super Bowl this past season. Then you got Edmonds, who pretty much was on the Buffalo Bills team that was, facing a lot of pressure these last few years and played in some big crucial games. So that's why I'm kind of, I want to see it. You know what I'm saying? Will be like a few questions there, but I got the confidence in these two guys that they're gonna be able to be leaders out there, and especially amongst the younger guys who need to step up and follow the lead.
Do you feel like we talked about how we looked at the linebacking depth, right? Towards the end of preseason, we thought Mykal Walker was going to make this team. Are you guys worried about that? Because really now the only backup linebackers that we got are Noah Sewell and Dylan Cole. That's it.
Yeah.
Are you worried now a little bit about that depth?
I am worried about that depth. Maybe if we kept Walker, I would feel a little bit better about it. I don't know the injury history. I know Tremaine Edmonds have little knickknacks here and there. I just know that if we lose one of those guys, TJ Edwards or Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker position becomes a little bit weak. It loses a lot of its luster out there. So I think the depth is definitely a question. That's a great take right there. It's definitely a question.
And I understand the reservations for sure, but I think that I think we should be fine. At least from this aspect of when you think about it, Edmonds played the mic over in Philly, so he'll be able to slide over. Then you got a guy in Jack Sanborn, who's a versatile linebacker. Noah Sewell, who's another versatile linebacker. Yeah, you might not have it to the extent of having Edmonds or Edwards in there, but I think that the versatility allows the Bears to move in a certain way to where they should be okay, at least for a couple games. Now, if we're talking about, somebody's lost for the season, I think that can hurt. But as if it's somebody that got a, little ankle sprain, you got to miss a couple weeks, we should be fine.
All right.
Yeah. And really, every player that's starting has a question mark. I'm even including Justin Fields.
Oh, well, of course. Justin got the most question marks.
Yeah. Because I know we just seen the video. I posted a video where he talking about he want to run for 2,000 yards. Shut the hell up, Justin.
Oh, wait. Hold on. And I meant to tell, bro, that video, the whole thing was a joke.
Yeah. I know, but shut up.
I mean, like, the amount of people in the comments who missed the satire of that video, I was just looking like, hey, bro, like, do you really think he was sitting there and he said, realistically, I want to run for 2,000 yards? It's like, come on, y'all got
and that's why I want him to shut up, because people run with it, gang. They just run with the stupid shit, Joe. There's no way no quarterback is gonna run for 2,000 yards in this league. It is not.
Oh, it's gonna happen eventually.
You think that man
gonna be running for his life?
One day it will happen, but it's not gonna be Justin Fields in this offense. Like,
Somebody gonna say
I
that
think
man
that
running
ain't
for his
no way
life.
no coach finna let they
bro, it's gonna
quarterback
happen.
run for 2,000.
I'm not saying that it's going to happen soon. I'm just saying one day in history, with the way that the quarterback position is changing, there's going to be a quarterback that runs for 2,000 yards one day.
Let's bet 100, Joe. I hope we alive to see that shit. Let's bet 100.
I hope we not, because that how much that
Remember-
would change football. I don't want to be alive when football becomes. There ain't gonna be no kickers. The quarterbacks running for 2,000 yards. We're just gonna be like, hey man, listen, this ain't the game that I grew up watching. I don't know what the hell it is.
For real, that means somebody they really ain't got nothing.
They ain't got
on offense.
nothing, bro.
Nothing. They just
Either
running.
that or he's just that amazing. Like it's one of
Right.
the two, bro. Like
What's that team in college that just constantly was that Army? That's all they do is run the ball. They never pass. No, Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech. Is that it? That's all they do is run it. The boringest shit I ever watched on TV is watching Virginia Tech play football without Michael Vick.
That is funny though, but hey, I don't know about all that.
Saw report Fields having more control on offense. Yeah, there was somebody who said that the Bears are quietly like really, really confident about the offense coming into the season, and that may be why. Like, and I think I've seen a lot of people try to make a lot of think pieces from this preseason. I'm telling y'all, right? If I'm wrong, I'll sit on here and say I was too hopeful, but like, there's no way in hell we saw even a 15th of the offensive playbook in preseason. So y'all just got to chill, man.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'm with Haize on that one. Absolutely. Especially game 3. Like they was just trying to get out and they barely got out of there with their life. So it don't really need. They just trying to get it over with. They need to just make it one game preseason. Just one game.
It ain't happening, gang. It ain't happening.
It's too dangerous.
And while we talking about crazy things, Unc seen me cook somebody. And I know it's a couple of y'all out there too talking about the offensive line and what Ryan Poles has put into the offensive line and mentioning how he not spending much money on the offensive line. Let's keep it a buck, and I'm gonna debunk it right here. Number one, if he could have went out and paid a bunch of players, but we seen how injuries are still a part of the game, and you still go ahead and you develop talent. That's number one. He came in, we're gonna develop talent. We're going to work through the draft. We're going to build that, add pieces along the way. For the people that think that Ryan Poles hasn't done enough, last year, my guy drafted like 5 offensive linemen, signed 2 veterans before training camp, and ain't none of them really pan out, and it's only a few left on the squad. This year, my man's went and added Nate Davis, and then they just cut like 5 offensive linemen. This waiver wire, because them players wasn't good enough. The man is doing his due diligence. It's only year 2, y'all. Pump the brakes.
Preach.
Pump the brakes.
Everybody, and that's the thing. We live in such a microwave thought process society. Everybody just thinks it's all supposed to be then and there. Like, calm down, bro. It's going. Poles has been cooking. This roster's been cooking. The offensive line is going to surprise some of you guys. Like, everybody just, I always say, everybody has to have these hard line stances because that's what gets them the interaction and shit. Like, just chill. Talk to us after week 4 because I think that some of y'all going to be surprised, bro.
That's what I say, man, because there's a lot of nonsense going on. My man's been picking up former first-round picks and Alex Leatherwood and other people and bringing them in. It ain't his problem. These guys can't play no more. Or they just not good enough to the standard. It's okay, y'all. We going to be fine, man. We got to roll with the punches.
That's a big fact. Big fact. Great points there. Go ahead.
I like this comment from Mark Lawrence. Tremaine Edmonds will be the MVP against Green Bay. I like that answer, Mark Lawrence, but I'm going to say no. Justin Fields better be the MVP against Green Bay, bro. He needs to have a coming out party the first game, bro. I want Justin Fields to be the MVP game.
Hey, time to lock in. Go, Justin Fields, go lock in. Do some meditation with Tyson Badgett. Do an arm wrestle if you need to, damn it. But you got to come on here and, hey, my guy got to come out firing, bro. It's time to get rid of that we own you stuff from these cheeseheads, bro.
Yeah. What the hell Tyson Bagent got to do with anything, Joe?
Hey, he meditate. He was poisoned enough in the pocket. If my man's got to go listen to, if you got to go listen to some bachata, merengue, whatever, figure it out. I'm just giving him options. He could do what he please. I'm just giving him options. That's it.
I feel it. Listen, it's the whole Tyson Bagent, like y'all got to stop being. I said once with Bulls fans that Bulls fans were so thirsty that they were willing to drink piss sometimes.
What the fuck?
If it means that the Bulls were going to sign a star, even though they were fucking trash at that point, they were so thirsty for like y'all are so thirsty for a goddamn a QB1 that y'all view as this perfect thing. Like Tyson Bagent ain't the goddamn QB1. He's not gonna be the QB1. Stop being willing to drink. And some of y'all, I'm not saying a lot of y'all, some of y'all only say that shit because you don't want to see a black guy be the quarterback one. And I'm about to start going in on some of y'all.
Tell them about Haize.
Some of the shit that y'all be doing. Y'all, it's so crazy that Justin Fields can come in and look great at times, but y'all willing to crown a quarterback because he looks more traditional to the quarterbacks that y'all used to seeing. And I'm not necessarily talking about Chicago Bears Central listeners. I'm talking about some of you motherfucking pundits out there. I'm talking about some of you analysts that get out here saying dumb shit and you think that we don't see what the fuck's really going on out here. Stop with that bullshit. Stop with that bullshit. And I've already been telling y'all, I've been keeping receipts. Because then when Justin Fields starts looking amazing, and all of a sudden now y'all these Justin Fields fans and shit like that, I'm pulling every fucking receipt on you hoes. Every single one of y'all, bro.
Not the hoes.
Like, come on, man. Like I'm tired of it, bro. Like the bullshit gotta cease, fam.
You already seen the Giannis is coming to Chicago talk.
So bro. Like, come on, man.
Are the Bulls positioning themselves for 2025 to get Giannis? No.
I got in an argument with somebody on Twitter, and they were like, the Bulls clearly are going to have the best team to offer around Giannis in 2025. Who? We got 4 players under contract right now in 2020. Who? What are you talking about? Like, thirsty as fuck, bro. Thirsty, bro.
Hey, bro. Hey, my man Haize killed that, bro. It ain't really nothing to add. Y'all check for that for being a clip later on. I will add this. Listen, y'all. He played against second and third stringers. Bro. It was good. Now y'all making us seem like we talking down on the kid. We want him to succeed, but he is not. I repeat, not Justin Fields or anything close to it. So stop. Jesus fucking Christ.
Y'all know what time it is, but hey, go meditate, Justin Fields. That's the only thing you need to do with Tyson.
Tyson look like he be rolling them things up.
Hey, bro, Tyson get high, bro. You can't tell me nothing, bro. Tyson like, hey, man, hey, it's legal here? Like, it's legal? Bet. Say less.
Oh, bro, go ahead.
You know Tyson Bagent only date black and Hispanic women.
You know he do.
Like
him and Travis Kelce, bro. They probably hang out. You know they do.
Oh, bro. That's funny.
Oh, man, that's funny, man. I didn't even plan on roasting nobody today. There is somebody I need to roast, but I'm gonna hold off on. I'm gonna let. They got one more comment, and then I'm gonna roast them. There's this motherfucker in the comments lately. What's his name? Celtic 34. Hey, I'm on your ass, bro. Cause he been fucked up, bro.
Shit.
This motherfucker. First of all, you know what? Fuck it. We finna. I got time to be petty. Wait a second. We got time.
Where is he at?
You about to see? Because when you see this motherfucker, you gonna be like, this is the motherfucker who dare says anything. First of all, look at this dude. This is him.
Oh, so scary. The niggas getting quiet like a library.
We gonna skip the fact that you mouth the N-word in your thing, but look at this face right here. First of all, he's live streaming from prison. He's probably 26 with that hairline. In 36 years. He looked like he need to pick his eyebrows. First of all, let me be clear here. Let me be clear here. If you ever in your life dare look like this and got the nerve to say anything in my comment section, I will roast you, bro. Your mama don't even love your face, bro. You literally look like a thumb. Calm the fuck down, bro. Calm the fuck down, bro. This motherfucker is the kid that survived the abortion, bro. That's what he looked like, bro. Come on, man. Let's be real out here, bro.
Why he in Division 9?
Not Division 9.
How you get that in?
Bro, I'm like, who is this talking stuff? Oh, they got a YouTube page. Let me go look at it. And I was like, man, come on, bro. You gotta at least make it hard for me to roast you, bro. What is this? Hey, this ain't even the worst one. Look at this. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on. This is a result of human experiments, bro. Like you can't. This ain't a real person. This is an alien living amongst us, bro. This is what the government found, and when they found extraterrestrial life, bro. This is one of them, bro. He looked kind of odd, bro. He looked odd, man.
Bro, how you in Glenview or fucking Hampshire with your hat cocked and some
You know he got these clothes from the Goodwill on top of that, bro. These niggas stole his granny glasses, bro. Come on, what we doing out here, bro?
Oh man, it's against the thumb.
Hey, bro, are you saying
shout out to you?
Are you saying that he's the result of a kid being bored in class? They drew an alien on their thumb, and that's what this dude is? Come on, man.
Y'all bogus, bro.
Come on, bro. Come on, man. Like, you got to make it hard for me, bro. Like, I can't be like, you can't be trying to stalk shit in the comments and you look like, if you look like that and I can find evidence of you looking like that, you just got to stop because you already know how I get down. So let this be a reminder. We're talking about questions heading into week 1. Try your dick sucking auntie. Do not try Petty Roosevelt. Don't do that shit. Try your dick sucking auntie because I'm telling you what right now, if I can find stuff on you, I'm like the greatest diss rapper of all time, bro. I will find everything. I will find your elementary school pictures and roast you. We want to keep this all light. Don't fucking me.
Damn, talk about obliterate. He obliterated.
Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya.
It's a different type of fauna, bro. It's a different type of fauna for sure.
Hey, don't you just? He didn't look like somebody like his grandpa, his dad, and his uncle are all the same person.
No, bro. Everybody looking like
no, I mean they're all the same person because of incest. Like that's what I mean. Like, let's be clear here, bro. Like,
damn, them chromosomes fucked up, gang. They fucked up, gang. He
bro,
just killed Buddy
the monsters off I Am Legend. That's hilarious.
Hey, that's crazy.
Hey, he paid to say that. Shout out Sean, bro.
Now that we didn't got some actual analysis in, we roasted somebody, we had some fun. Any last thoughts, fellas?
Hey man, we getting close to that day, man. Shout out to the thumb man, and we getting ready for this season to start, man. Let's get it, baby.
Man. First and foremost, we say R.I.P. and Kumbaya, my lord. Then number 2. And then number 2, first and foremost, shout out to Coach Prime. Hey, you got 2 talented kids out there. You got your son, and then you got that man, Travis Hunter. Hey, shout out to y'all. Hope y'all do big things. But hey, shout out to y'all in the chat, man. Coming in on Labor Day. Hey, make sure y'all throw that on the grill, drink your brew, drink your yak, and do whatever you're gonna do. Y'all be safe out there, man. Thank y'all for tuning in.
We gonna figure out. I don't know when we gonna be doing predictions. I know we probably got a live coming up, but we'll talk about it. We'll give y'all prediction. Maybe a pregame show or something. We'll talk about it though. It's coming. Or unless y'all want to do it now.
Oh, bro, we got Wednesday.
We got
Wednesday. We'll do it Wednesday. Yeah,
we'll be there.
It's coming up, gang.
Yeah, so be on the lookout for that, man. We will get all that in. Make sure you guys are live next week or this week, Sunday, man. Sunday, come on, man. Stop playing with us, bro. I can't wait to be able to talk about actual football, and we start off with the teams heads, man. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I got him winning by 10 points as an early prediction. That's it.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh shit.
All right. Well,
let's go. 31-17 in the chat.
You guys know on Wednesdays we all back together again. We'll get into our score predictions, get a little bit more into the nitty gritty. We'll get to talk stats, scores, all that type of stuff. How many times do we sack the weasel? You know, all that type of stuff. In Wednesday's episode, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you're following the show at Shy Bulls Central on every social media platform. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoBearsCentral@gmail.com. And then lastly, text messages 773-242-9336. We are the #1 spot for everything Chicago Bears related, and we out here. Peace, y'all.